All right, here we go. This is pretty funny because if you remember, at the end of last week, coming out hot, by the way, I drew a nice little X here. I deleted half of it. And I was like, I don't know, about Monday, I think we might be at 27.2. And here we are at 27.5. But if you were a frog this weekend, you made a lot of money. And it looked like there was nothing going on. What's up? Marquette, what's good? Taxi in the house. What's up, brother? Yeah, I mean, just fucking threading it lately. Just on fire. Scotty's on fire. I also produced a new trailer video. I posted it on Twitter, also on Twitch. But yeah. If I'm checking on the YouTube chat right now. I think I fixed it. We're about to find out. Son of a bit. YouTube check. No. No, negative. Sorry. Let's see if we can get to my prediction while we're on stream. How's golf game, dude? Golf game's all right. Better than I've been ever in my life, but still unbelievably frustrated. So. No one wants, yeah. I mean, no one wants to hear me talk about golf, but I will give this. Like, twice last week I played, and both times I was under par after like 5-6 holes. Ended up shooting over 40 on like the front nine. Like, that's an unbelievable blow up with 3 holes remaining to go from like, oh, you par out for 35. Like, I went like double, triple. It's like, the fuck. Just ridiculous stuff. So, you know, it's just one of those things. I think we're going to hit my target while we're here. And what's funny is, like, I've talked about this all the time, and I don't know if you guys actually listen to this shit when I talk about it. But, like, how many times have I said that the MACD being unable to recover the zero line is a sign for continuation lower. And here you go. Right here. Continuation higher, continuation lower. When it changes, you know you got to change the behavior. It's pretty easy. I just need to go grab my actual videos and like stitch shit together. I don't do that anymore. I should. When will AI be able to do that, Ataxia? Please review all my videos. Let me know at what minute mark I said these things. Well, yeah. But then, like, actually take it and edit it and things like that. Right? It's interesting, too, because I would think that this time slot would be of greater interest to people, like to start off the week. It is not. People are working. They're still like into whatever it is they're doing. And they just don't have time to log in, which I don't care about. People still watch after. Yeah, most people do watch later. So I don't really care. It's just, we end up having intimate conversations like you, me, Marquette. I'm sure Self-Sovereign will be on soon. Just same cats. Same cats. It'd be really nice if we get that. Yeah. Well, so I'm doing 2, and this week and next week are gonna be a little weird. I'm going to Florida Thursday, coming back beginning of next week. Sometime in the day, Monday, maybe Tuesday. I don't remember. So I'm gonna do Monday, Wednesday this week. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. So I'm gonna do Monday, Wednesday this week, and then probably like Tuesday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Friday next week, or maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Friday, something like that. But we'll get into. Unless I'm gonna give myself this. No, they're all shown on screen. If it's like I come back and it's like just unbelievably gorgeous next Thursday, Friday, probably only getting 1 in. Oh, it's a long time without my sticks, man. 27.2, baby. Let's go. Then we're going to get it. What day did I stream on? Thursday? Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday afternoon. We were right here. Do a golf course stream? That would be funny. You know what? I wonder if I could. Midstream TA. All right, guys. Got 135 in here. Little nested second shot on the par 4. And as we look over to the TA chart, it looks like we're having a dump right now. Liquidation run. Stop run on the supply side. All right, and I got an 8 to 10 mile an hour wind right into my face here. I'm going to club up. Try to hit a flighted wedge. That would be hysterical. What a trope that would be, too. Like, you've seen, like, the comedy troupes that do that stuff. But it would be pretty funny if you actually saw somebody just like, yeah, no, I stream about TA, but I'm always on a golf course while I'm doing it. Zeleny, what's good? Arquette here, Karcher here. We get some nice memes out of it, no doubt. Yeah, man. No, it's good for you to be here. Yeah, Taxi, to your point, I mean, it's been a nice little reversal. Oh, dude, X is here too. We got the whole family, dude. Where's your other boy? And then we get the whole Carlos and Javier extended family in here. I'm on holiday position open. I'm wrecked. You know, Zeleny, there's something to that, man. Like, I very, very much will not do that. Because it'll crush you. Like, you will not spend any time thinking about your holiday. You will not spend any time thinking about anything except for the fact that you're underwater, and it'll ruin everything. So, yeah. Yeah, holiday ruin, man. Just not worth it. Not worth it. So, this is... Oh, yeah, dude. Just, all right. Down horrendously. You know, I've been thinking about it, and this is a segment that I want to do. I just don't know. Yeah, you can be underwater in real life and the books. Wakame coming with the banger from Tokyo. I've been wanting to do this segment forever. I just don't know how to collect like the stories or the vibes or whatever. But like, I would love it if there was a way we could like take submissions for people's either tweets or like messages in Telegram rooms or whatever about like. Yeah, hey, all right, well, I like what you're trying to do there. About like, Pepe or, whatever it is. And just people just absolutely fucking ranting. And like me taking their tweets and just acting it out while looking at the chart. And just adding some theatrics to it. Like, can the devs do something? I put all my money into this. I need this so bad, God, please. It would be pretty funny. Kind of same-ish. They launched it the morning after the Milady Tokyo rave got in. So, well, that's funny is I actually know a couple people that hit Pepe early, like probably just like you do. And yeah, they all sold like either all of it or like 99% of it. Oh, the Coin Confessions one? Yeah, the Coin Confessions one's pretty good. But yeah, no, it'd just be funny. Like, just particularly if you just like pull up Deck Screener. And just like, you can post the tweet. So like, I don't know if it works in Deck Screener. I know that it works in. Come on, you bastard! Did I not take my VPN off? Oh, yeah, horrendous. So like, which by the way, when we talked about this last week, I was like, I don't really know. I don't like this little rising thing here. That's not productive. Sure enough. Shady, what's good? Matt, Wakame, dude, we got the legends in here today. What's going on? Is everybody just licking their wounds? I don't know if it still works. Let's see if I can do something here. Copy, link to tweet. It tried to let me paste. don't know what's going on here. Well, it works on TradingView, so it could work for ones like that where you could just like go straight in and, you know, do one of these guys. Oh God, and like you could just read it straight off there. It'd be pretty funny, I think. The trick is to have a lot of disposable income, so you don't really care about selling, I guess. I mean, that's what happened to me. Not that I have, you know, infinite amounts of disposable income, but you know, I just left. I saw my Pengus going down after I bought them, whatever, year and a half ago, and I was like, yeah, I mean, whatever. I'm just gonna, you know, whatever. And then I look up and it's like the floor's 7.5 Ethereum, and I was like, oh shit, look at that. Huh. Let me sell a couple of these, which is nice. Matt's still short, so he's Gucci. Matt's gonna be buying a year-long subscription in advance at this rate. Wakame said, one of my friends I shilled to DCA into 1% supply bag, held everything, is now getting mentioned by Twitter threaders. 10th most profitable wallet, and he isn't even an insider. Dude, that's fucked up. Bro, you message me all the time. At least you used to when you lived in Europe. Where you at, bro? Hook me up. You can use one of those. We'll buy the streaming golf cart. All we need to do is hit 1 Pepe, and then I'll buy a golf cart and I'll rig it with monitors. We'll put, you know, Starlink on top, and I'll just stream live while I'm on the course. Yeah, and also retired. Yeah, dude, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to rip an AVAX here. Huh. I do it every now and again. I bought the rebased one. I'm still holding on to that. The based Pepe, because I was like, fuck it, why not? And I'm down horrendously, but it's fun. I want to know where the payment went for AVAX? Shit, dude. Here's the thing. AVAX has a decent story, but this is bad, okay? This is bad. This is not good. No bueno. No bueno. Okay? When you have some shit like this set up, fuck you. Come on. I will get to macro in a second here, boys. But when you have something like this set up where you have this DTL and it's setting up nicely and you get a punch forward that immediately sells down, I think you're more likely to see sub $10 AVAX right now than you are $20 AVAX. Yeah, it's not good. I mean, this is like your only line of support left. Maybe 1180, maybe 1180. But if it keeps going down, it's gonna get absolutely fucking rocked. All right, let's look at the chart. Nothing we didn't predict last week. So literally, last week on this day, I was like, I don't know. This kind of looks like shit to me. I don't see that there would be enough for this thing to punch it higher. We sold out to cash back here, as tweeted in the Telegram, live as it happened, and everyone was like, "Oh, fucking last time you streamed, bro, you said it was going to 70,000," which was not true, but that was one dude that was super butthurt about it. Then we were just kind of banging around here, and so when we streamed on Thursday, I was like, to me, this looks like one of those deals where when we stream on Monday, we'll be at 27.2. Well, what did we get down to just now? 27.4. We were close. But nothing's really broken. This just kind of is what it is. Like, I don't look at this and think to myself, like, oh, God, shit's over. I don't. But if you notice, and as we've talked about with regularity, guys, these volume chasms are not good. All right? Is everyone seeing this? Like, this isn't an optical illusion that only I'm seeing, right? You guys are looking at the chart just like I am and seeing this enormous fucking void right here. Like, it's enormous. Highlander, dude, look at this, man. We got everybody in here. What's good? What's good, baby? Yeah, so we have this enormous fucking void on Bitcoin. And, it's up to you what you want to do. But yeah, we're all broke. That's why we're all showing up to talk about it. Right on. I just don't trade, bro. I golf. Summertime's for golf. And going to the Hamptons, I suppose, if that's what you're into. But this entire area has nothing in a year. Look, a full year. No one's traded this range. No one has traded this range in a year, in this area, under this area. So it's an inefficiency on the chart. The chart wants to fill it in. Okay, the chart wants to fill it in. There's an inefficiency on the chart. The chart wants to fill it in. And there's two ways to look at that, okay? I'm not the only one that sees this. So anybody who bought up here and is holding up here, they're going to try to defend low 27s. The good news is for people that are sitting here looking at this or holding or going, I don't know what to do. Yeah, it is. So Islamic, that's where I'm going with this. The people that bought up bought up here have a vested interest in not seeing this slide, 10% or further. And the good news is, where I was leading with all this, is you're going to get a resolution pretty soon. Okay, you're going to get a resolution pretty soon. It's either going to defend or it's going to collapse. And if it collapses, 24-3. Whatever, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, because as we've talked about ad fucking nauseum. See, this is why my streams never get a ton of views, because what I talk about is logical shit over a medium and long-term time frame. If I was just scalping shit and I was like, all right, here's the 5-minute chart, guys. This is, all right. We're going to long this low. We're going to play the run back up to 27.8. We're going to flip short 100x. Like, it's a lot more high octane and people are fucking all about that shit. I'm not, dude. That's not how I play. I'm too old for that shit. I'm way too old for that shit. I don't have time. I don't have interest. I've made too much money during the last bull run to give a shit to trade like that. It's lower success probability. You got to be chart hawking and chart watching like crazy, man. It's the worst shit ever. Okay? But if you're like me, this is a great opportunity. This is a great opportunity. I'll switch to 3-day because the chart looks nicer. But like this area in here on a dump back against the S&P, this 6.11, I'm here for it, man. 100% here for it. It'd be a higher low, a double top flip from support or from resistance to support. That's a big deal. Here, look at here because it's easier for you guys to see. And I'm jumping around here, but this area is the easiest thing to see right now. Yeah, dude, ARB's getting absolutely bombed right now. I don't know why. It looks bad. Bad. I literally just had that up a second ago. I had like 5 ETH of ARB, which is probably now worth way less. Yeah, it's bad out here. So this line is the line of demarcation, 24.3. Super easy. This entire area was R. It's going to be S. Not bullshit. B support. Okay? Right here. I'll make it nice and easy for people to understand. That is the definition of plus expected value, okay? It's a double top flipped from resistance to support on a high time frame. The odds of that trade working are exceptionally high if it gets there. Exceptionally high. Does it mean it will? Nope. Doesn't. It does not. But if you show me any strength or reaction there at all, I'm buying. I'm buying. So people want to buy up here and they want to buy this because they have FOMO and they're afraid of missing out. But that's not the easy trade. As I mentioned to you before, anywhere trading in here is because you're bored. You're mid-range trading, you're going to get smacked. The next immediate opportunity is going to be here at 27.1, 27.2. If you see any sort of rip down, you see some stop runs, liquidation runs, and it recovers, then yeah, we'll play it to the high side. Do I think that's going to happen? I do not. And that's just more time frame and, whatever. But I just said I don't think it's going to happen. I would still play it. If I get any sort of response, I'll play it with a tight stop. And the reason why it can be like a plus expected value trade is because you can define your stop super, super easy, man. Super easy. You know what I mean? It's a 4-hour trade from range low to range high. It's pretty sick. It's super easy to do. But it's not sexy. And if that fails, it's going to be it's going to be an absolute bloodbath. I mean, Zlenny, $14.95 stop on AVAX right now on underwater long to limit loss. Good or bad idea? I'll answer your question in a second. But understand that if this breaks, if 27.1 breaks, we're going to be at 25 in a hurry. Okay, remember this day? The 10% day? We opened at 25 and we closed at 27.5. You're going to see the inverse of it, down. What do you think happens to AVAX then? Zed Banana, what's up, dude? 13-month subscriber. That's my dog right there. Let me see where you have your stops and let's see if there's anything propping that stop up except for hope. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. The thing is, like, I don't know when you longed. I don't know when you longed. But there was an error of execution in there. If you were long in the breakout, then like the first exhaustion or like reversal bar, you had to get out. That's a live manage. If you longed here, then that's not that big of a deal. But like where I was getting at a moment ago, anytime you surrender, like you break out of a detail and surrender, it just doesn't ever work out. Like that's a weekly chart. Sold, 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 way down. Try again. Sold, closed, immediately broken, sold, sold. Like it's, yeah. Yeah. Average at 18. All right. So you were essentially breakout trading it. Yeah. I mean, really, even a generous stop, and one that I don't even necessarily agree with, would have been that one, which you're already under. But the problem is, like, I advise this to people all the time. You'd be surprised, guys, like how often people message me either on Twitter or on Telegram and say, hey, man, I'm in this dog shit position. What do I do with it? I'm so far fucking underwater. I don't know what to do. Like people that longed the breakout at 31 thinking we were going to 37. I longed it. I'm now 4,000. I'm 20% underwater. Not really. 15% underwater. What do I do? And no. Dude, it's easier said. I'm not picking on you, Zeleny. I appreciate you bringing this up, okay? The problem is my advice is always pretty much the same, and it doesn't mean that it won't work out for you. It might reverse. We might have some crazy shit come in. You never know, okay? You never know. That's the great thing and the horrible thing about trading is you never really know what's going to happen. But my advice is always the same. Like, when you enter a trade, you have to have a stop in mind and a target in mind. And if you don't have any of those two things or three things, really, your entry price, your stop price, and your target price, it's a bad trade. And when you're asking favors from the market, like, oh God, please reverse so I can get back to zero, like, it's going to dominate your thought. It's going to get toxic. You're going to have a bad go of it for a while. So my advice is always the same, and that's just close the trade. Close the trade now. Close the trade now. Get yourself right psychologically. Review what you did that went wrong. Don't do it again. Okay? Easier said than done. I get it. I get it, man. Like, it's not fun. I remember a dude who was like, I'm 12 Bitcoin underwater right now and along. And I was like, Jesus. Well, you're going to go to zero if you don't stop. So you need to just live the fight another day. Because there's always a trade to be had. And like, again, I mean, if you have a clear part, then great. Look, if it's not screwing you up, then it is what it is. Like, if you accepted that, like, this could go to zero and I'm okay with that because I don't need the money, fuck it. Like, you know, fine, good for you. I just wouldn't personally do it. And whenever you're hawking or watching a position, Varant, what's up, dude? Been a while. Good to see you, baby. 18-month subscriber. I love Varant. Such a good dude. I just always recommend, like, reviewing the trade and going, where should I have gotten out? Okay, I cheated on my rules. I'm going to get out now, and I'm going to make sure that doesn't happen again. Just easier said than done. It's easier said than done. So, yeah, like, I've been straight chilling. I've been straight chilling, mostly in cash, except for my stupid-ass flyers on memes. But, you know, that's gambling money. Instead of going to the casino, you know, I take shots on memes. That's fine. Here's the case for a bounce. You ready? That's the case for a bounce right there. That's the case for a bounce. It's just a channel clone. Are we at the channel bottom on a weekly? Could be. Could be. That's the case for a bounce. Is a rising channel bullish? Fuck no, man. Rising channels are horrible. Doesn't mean it won't work. Rising channels are horrible. And you would say to me, Jared, but like any trend is technically a rising channel, which is true, but I think we all know the difference in that, don't we? Like you want to see time on your side and trend higher. So, it's up to you. What I don't like to see is like the air completely coming out of alts. That means there's a lot of uncertainty and people are protecting themselves. That's kind of like a little piece of information. By the way, I saw Shady drop in. Shady, are you still here? What you got going on, man? What you thinking about? I'm trying to see where his message was. Shady usually has a good feeling on the pulse of things. I always like to ask his opinion on stuff. So if Shady's here, I'm sure he'll give us an answer. But this would also be the downside on Ethereum right now versus the US dollar. That much like Avalanche, like it tried this breakout and immediately got sold. It immediately got sold. Immediately got sold. Not even like, we'll wait a little bit. I mean, really, this is the same fucking week as Avalanche, isn't it? These wicks, 1, 2, 3, 1 up, immediately back down, 1, 2. I mean, that says reversal to me. It does. That is a reversal. It's a reversal. Yeah, so look, so what you're talking about is very hard for people to do. It's very hard for me to do. I can do it. I just don't like to do it. But you kind of have that nice like intraday 2, 3, 4, 5 day swing mentality. Like you nail that shit better than I do. And I just don't, want to spend the time into it. It doesn't mean that you can't be profitable. And like if you can change your sights from swing to scalp and do it back and forth, then beautiful. That's awesome. Like amazing. I just can't do it. That's why I like having you around. But yeah, round trip and shit is like how stuff goes when it's choppier. Like when people can't decide what they want to do. I just would caution that like this is the stuff that sticks out to me. Like I don't know when you guys see this shit if you see the same thing that I do, but like wick. Like those are 4 fucking wicks. Sold. Let them have it. Sell them. Sold. Those are big players building a short position. Those are big players building a short position. Yeah, you know what, Carlos? Truth be told, I don't really short either. Okay? I don't. I will sell to cash. Which is what I did. And then I just wait till long. It is against my ethos as well. And I hate that because I just don't like, I'll short alts. I got no fucking problem shorting alts, but I will not short Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's just hard. I would head short, but I won't actively short much or often. More like little things that are just like too fucking obvious. It's really hard for me. Like I think about it all the time and like I can mind trick myself constantly into reasons why Ethereum and Bitcoin should go against the grain of the general market and should moon higher. And then I'm sitting there playing like little mental exercises with myself about like how you could justify this and make sense. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? I had that quote in a stream a few weeks ago where like, as soon as you start to feel like you're kind of like, you can feel yourself selling you on shit, it's a bad trade. It's a bad trade. Look, guys, I used to be in sales. That's what I did before I got into this shit. And pretty adept at finding when people are selling shit to me. And pretty good at selling stuff to other people. And the best salesperson I've ever met in the world is me when I'm trying to convince myself to do some shit. Okay? Me, when I'm trying to convince myself to do some shit. If I'm like, you don't need to play another 18 today. Like, you probably should get home, make dinner, blah, 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 blah. Okay? And then I'm like, but you really had a nice finish those last 4 holes, man. Like, is this the time where you shoot 29 on the last 9 that you play? You can't really turn that down. Like, you're putting lights out. All of a sudden, I'm like justifying shit to myself that my wife had been mad at me for 2 weeks about. And it's like, what are you doing? Are you a trader for a living now, RGO? I've been trading for, oh my God, 12 years. While working. And then, yeah, I did well in 2019 and 20. And so I no longer work for anyone else. I work for me. Dusty. That's good. I'm just talking about the market and other things. But yeah, so I trade my own money. Red Bull ad. Fucking Red Bull. Although, low key. I mean, I'm older than you guys, but like, when Red Bull became a thing, and like Red Bull and vodka became a thing, that was my jam. Go out on the weekends, you're exhausted, in like college, post-college. Because like, I did a lot when I was in college. I'd be like, let me get 2 Red Bulls and vodka, baby, let's ride. I would be juiced. What are you doing, man? You sending me shit? That's not a chart. Oh, that looks good, man. Yeah, I'm happy. Dude, I talked about your project last time out. I like it. I think it's great. I think you're underutilizing it. I told you that to your face. I think you got better shit you can do with it. AI Universe should mint. It will mint. But I think you can do other things too. And you should. The interesting part here, I'm going to load up my, this. Shut your mouth. Get hit by out. Oh yeah, you did. Dude, a great post too, by the way. I need to look at it again. I honestly, I need to. We're kind of mid-range here, you know? It looks like it wants to go higher. It looks like it wants 4,200 on the ES, on the S&P. Yeah, it's kind of mid-range chilling, but the problem is, like, you know, when you see those Bollinger Bands just absolutely crunching, it's coming, man. It is coming. It's coming with a fury soon. So that does not make me feel good. That makes me think that someone's going to get popped in the mouth soon. All right, really quick, I'm talking about ETH BTC. I still like this as a potential setup. By the way, is my music still soft? I just turned it up again. I still see this as a potential setup where you'd actually get the inverse head and shoulders on ETH BTC, which would be amazing. Okay. Music's good. Okay. ETH BTC no new all-time highs ever. I mean, which one are you talking about? This one? I disagree. I think it's going to happen. But, I mean, we could see a right shoulder and a move to 0.85 and still not have made a decision. You know what I mean? It would have been enough for people to have, like, think and thought about this for such a long time that, I don't know. No, Lord Arian, bro, the chat doesn't work. The chat doesn't work. I can't. Is it actually streaming on YouTube? I thought it was just down. I said it wasn't even up. I feel bad now. F. No, dude, I'm for real. It said it wasn't even working. So you know what happened? I figured this out the other day after I talked about it. Please, for me. Good Lord. What happened was Streamlabs now is like doing their own restream thing. And I use Restream. So they're essentially both trying to play at the same time. Oh, you bastard. All right, so now let me do it. That's not good. Lord Arian, I mean, that's not ideal. I need to figure out a way to make that more noticeable then. Although they probably shut me down. So yeah, it's twitch.tv/plus expected value. And for some reason, it won't let me pull this up on I have my other computer over here. I have 6 monitors here, and I got 3 over here, and I was trying to pull it up on the other one, and it won't let me do it. But on God, if I don't have it figured out by next time, I'm only streaming exclusively to YouTube. Everybody can go over there. Because that's bullshit. And, like, I enjoy the YouTube commenters. Yeah, dude. Jake and Reese to your stream one day this week for a pre-record. Yeah, so I mentioned this earlier. This week's gonna be a little bit different. I'm going to Florida. My dad's got his neck scanned. Most of you guys know my dad's situation. He has stage 4 cancer. Okay, he's had a good little go of it. We think he's responding. I'm going down there at the end of this week. So I'm gonna stream today, and I'm gonna stream I think Wednesday, and then I'm gone Thursday, and then I'm gonna stream twice the latter half of next week. But yeah, dude, I'm always down to talk to those dudes. Kick. It's a Twitch alternative. All right, I'll take a look. So, it's just hard for me to see this. So, like, let me show you the only thing I care about on ETH BTC right now, because I don't think you'll see it broken for a long time. That. All right. It's not going to happen. At least not until shit gets better. So, like, maybe we get this run up to 0.07-ish. But, like, it keeps getting sold. This is going back to August of last year. There's plenty of reasons. We all know there's plenty of reasons to own Ethereum. It's just not happening right now. And the market's not good enough. So, like, I want to see this drop down here to the 0.059. Okay? 0.059 and kind of round out. And then we get the break. And what that would actually look like would be something like this. Okay. And that's when you buy this one. This is the second mouse long right here. Okay. You go, well, Jared, how could you know? Trust me, I know, man. That's how this shit works. You get the breakout. You hit recent highs, come back down, see if it's for real, and boom. That's when you move higher. Oh, yeah, dude, you're fucked. 100%. 100% fucked. That's your spot. You're going to lose 40% versus Bitcoin. So that's the mark. So like I am, if you're asking me what I'm thinking of, like I want to buy here. Whatever that ratio is, I want to buy there. S&P looks like the S&P. Like it's just kind of range bound. People aren't sure what to do. We need to see more regional banks fail. We need to see what's going to happen. You know, we got the test that we wanted. Like I mentioned 10, 12, 14 days ago, like this little pivot flip plus the 50-day, like we got it. And then woo, zip right back. But it's like hard. Yeah, Zed, it's hard for me to see how we would do this. Like how, what, to 4,200? We're not breaking out from 42. We're certainly not going higher than that. So like, what would the setup circumstances be? That so many regional banks fail that they have to print money like crazy and like numbers going up because inflation's going up and it has to keep pace. We don't want that. We really don't. We don't. That'd be bad news. NQ. Leading. That's actually kind of good. Well, let's look at our boy the dollar. We're going to get a resolution on the dollar in the next week. In the next 7 days, we will get a resolution on the dollar. I mean, it might. That's what it should be, though. Shady, shouldn't it? Right now, when there's like not a lot of shit either way, it's like just move sideways until there is, and which is what I think it's going to do. But this might be it, because there's not a ton hanging out there on the dollar. But this little double bottom, I think we'll get a resolution on this week, in the next 7 days, 7, 8, 10 days, because we're right at that point where like it's trying to turn. It's like turning a cruise ship. Whenever you're trading a currency, it's like turning a cruise ship. Okay. Yeah. So if you want something to mark to track this, it's this. Okay. This essentially called 102. Put an alert on your chart of the DXY through TradingView. If it gets to 102, that'd be, right there, and punches through 102 from down here, you got to be on high alert, because that looks to me like this is a double bottom high or low on the weekly, and it's going to try to go for 105, 106. And that is not good for any of us. So that's really the next thing for me. And the thing is, with the dollar and what's happening, you would expect it to go the opposite way. Regional banks are failing. Lord Arian, I finally got Twitch to work on my other computer. Dude, how can I find you on Twitch? That's funny. How much did I put into Pepe? I put it into based Pepe, not Pepe itself. BPEPE, which is traded in Pepe. So it's like its whole thing. But some dudes I know vouched for the guys that created it. And I was like, yeah, this could be fun. So, whatever. Not looking good at the moment. Whole world realizing that USD as a stablecoin is cooked. Banks are artificial and money is printed out of thin air, but at the same time, they can't escape it just like that. Nah, dude, like, I think I said on last stream, 58% of exchange currencies for all transactions around the world. 58%. Today. This isn't from like 10 years ago. Today. 58%. Is in the US dollar around the world. You know how much you can fuck with people? If all we've done so far has only gotten it down to 58%. But you bail out a ton more banks, they might do it. 100 messages today, guys. Thank you. And as usual, I cannot see. What is multi-stream? I can't see if anybody subbed, so if you did sub, thank you. It's not giving me highlights anymore, which sucks. You're down 50% on based Pepe or Pepe? Based. Dude, Chili's looks like shit. Chili's. Let's go to the screener really quick and we can talk about some alts. Flashbang. We can talk about some alts. Let's look at the last 7 days versus Ethereum changes. I need to refresh this shit. Ohm up tremendously. Floki, one of my boys, just retired off Floki. Radical still doing well, up 5% over the last 7 days, even though we talked about it 7 days ago and it had a nice little rip after that. Sheena Inu, what the hell is that? Stacks, we talked about that last time. Staked Ether. Nean coin. Dude. This is Masari. This is Masari.io. I talked about this like a couple weeks ago. So I always use them for their research stuff. Jules up. Yeah, it is. But they just started the screener, so you can create your own screener. And so like I just sort by like changes versus Ethereum. So it's nice. It's like I have this named a relative strength screener. And so you can I just look and organize by how they perform versus Ethereum. You can do it versus Bitcoin too, if you're so inclined, but they don't really change that much. Which is pretty sick. So it's nice at like 90 days versus Ethereum. Ohm, MX, Stacks, Cocos, liquidity. I mean, it's up a lot versus Ethereum, which is crazy. Swipe. There's RAD right there, 15%. So it's a cool thing because like when you see something, you're like, oh, what's Stacks? You can click into it, and they give you like their research on it. Give you the background. You can see any research they've done on it. You can see any news where they've been mentioned. And so it's a pretty, I don't know, I think it's a pretty neat little screener. It makes a lot of the stuff that I used to do manually automated, which is pretty sick. So yeah, highly recommend checking this out. I pay for Masari. It's cost money. I don't remember how much. I think it's like $50 a month. Whatever. Their research reports are pretty good. Injective, obviously high. Eek. Jesus. What's my opinion on Matic? Yeah, I mean, I think Matic's not going anywhere. I like Matic because it seems to me like they have a few drivers that others don't. Or reasons why people would stay there, right? It's got to be a better one. There we go. And it's a decent scaling solution. You're just going to see these scaling wars continue to happen, though. So, like, last week I talked about how I liked Lens Protocol because what Ataxia talked to me about before, and I was like, it's pretty sick. This is how social networking should be done. And it's run by the people that built Aave, right? So, like, Stanny and those other cats. So, or Stani, I don't know how the fuck you say his name. So it's not going anywhere. Like, this just like, what is it? The scaling solutions are crazy. Lens Protocol was taking up like 60% of the bandwidth for all just like a social networking thing. And they built their own like scaling solution for it. And I think it's pretty neat. So yeah, I like Matic long term. But I mean, it looks like shit right now. Yeah, so this is the area that I would start to get interested again, like buying anywhere around like 75, 76 cents. And if you do somehow get this like absurd drop down here again, like, yeah, it's worth it. I think they'll have enough to build. There's enough super rich. So here's what we need for long-term growth, right? You need rich people that want to develop on your chain, right? Rich people that want to develop on your chain. You also need to have popular people who will talk about it. They've got both. They've got both. Trying its butt off. Last time I thought so. Trying its butt off for an inverse head and shoulders. Or an M reversal, depending on how you look at it. Let me go back to my So I get these like research articles, which are pretty sick. I mean, that's obviously not nothing. I mean, I don't know if Carlos is still here or not, but I don't know how they wouldn't. Okay, like based on what they're doing, like I had to spend $200 to get my profile on Lens. There's 112,000 usernames. Yeah, good for you. So like, yeah, I'm gonna get on there and I'm gonna screw around. Yeah, good for you. I don't know how they wouldn't. Like, it'd be the one thing that would draw a ton of eyes to it. And you think about like when you're playing though, like we're gonna announce an airdrop game, like you need to have like a pretty sick product to get people over and play with it. So we're kind of ahead of that step. But like I don't see how they wouldn't, because it would bring the most attention to it. And I think they're just refining it and making it better, making it scalable enough for that. But yeah, it would essentially be like owning shares in Twitter or whatever it is. Oh, yeah. No. Highlander, just message me, dude. I'm happy to do it. Happy to do it. I know you got to go to bed. I'm almost out of time here anyway. Almost out of time. If you have other alts you guys want me to look at, now's the time. I don't know. Do you think the bottom of a rising channel is enough? I don't know. It doesn't to me. But we're not far away from that. So like this is also the 200 day, which makes this even better. It makes it make more sense, right? So by the time it actually got down here, like the 200 day would be creeping a little higher, and you would see support from the 200. You got it here once. So yeah, we just need this shit to level out. We've talked about like range trading and like how to approach this stuff in the past. And I think like the thing that we always need to think about, you always have to consider, is the shape of the moving averages. And you go, well, that's a pretty simplified way of viewing things. Yeah, I know. Okay. When people were longing bigly into shit like this, when the 50 was on that slope and the 200, this is on a 3-day chart. So you know it was even worse on other shit. Okay. It's not good. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for saying that. Tell your friends. We just want more people to talk to, man. I want more people to talk to, because a lot of times you guys message me shit and then I look at it and then I go, hey, what did Lord Arian say the other day? Oh yeah, I'm going to go check out blank, all right? Or whatever it is. And it causes me to do the research. It's a fun conversation. So, you guys wouldn't mind sharing, get more people in here. I'm never, ever going to ask you guys to subscribe. Like, I don't want you to spend your money on me, particularly if you need it. Because I don't need it. That said, I always appreciate it. I love it. It goes towards paying these bills, towards streaming. But I just want more people in the conversation. So that's fun. But anyway, the point is, you need these to level out. Okay? You need these to level out. This is on a weekly chart. When the 200 looks like this and the 50 looks like this, and people are like, I'm buying the breakout here. Like fucking enormous eye roll. Okay? Enormous eye roll. You're not... I said it 1,000 times, and I was like, just so you know, guys. Oh, thanks, dude. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So, like, at this moment, let's rip this shit back to this moment in time. And people were like, I don't know, I think we can go higher. Like, what? Look at this. So you're telling me that you expect this to just break through these downward trending fucking trend lines? Have you ever once seen that happen? No, you haven't. It's just common sense. It's just common sense, right? So what is positive, what I do like, is we got a higher high. So you have to keep this shit in perspective. I know I'm jumping around here. I swear I'll stop. I'm just like looking at whatever the best drawing will be, and I need to delete some things, and I'm being lazy. Okay, so let me gear to that. The only thing that matters in terms of macro view right now is this, and this is what I'm going to leave you with. Okay? See this arrow? Fuck you. There we go. And this arrow, that was a double top. There was no higher high yet. Going back a long time, okay? Think about the last time there had been a higher high. Before this one, the last time we had seen a higher high was November of 21. Was November of 21. It's the last time we saw a higher high. On a high time frame. It's the first one since November of 21. Like, you guys can't underestimate how huge that is. So it doesn't look great now, and it is sell in May and go away time. But like, this was never going to be blown through. One, because it's the wrong time of the year, and two, because like, you know how much energy we use to just break from this falling wedge and move higher? A lot, like a tremendous amount. And so let's burn it off. Let's try to see if we can't, cool our jets a little bit, make sure things are better. So when the time comes where we get back down to this zone again, can we get support there? And that's all that matters. It's the only thing that matters for your alts. It's the only thing that matters for Ethereum. It's the only thing that matters for Bitcoin. If we can hold this area, it's great. And that's when you load up on low cap, mid cap shit. Okay. That's when you do it. Here. It has the highest probability of success. I wrote it in the tweet that I tweeted earlier where I had my new promo video. You have to think in terms of probabilistic thinking. Probabilistic thinking. Does that mean we get them all right? No. You just try to put your back up against the wall where it has the highest likelihood of succeeding, of doing what you expect to have happen. So the highest likelihood of a long and sustaining this trend sure as fuck isn't right now. It's not. It's down here. Okay? So the world's not over, Chicken Little. The sky is not falling. Okay? This is all just one, by the way, and if you're new, I see we have a ton of new people watching right now. I don't know where you came from, but I appreciate you, okay? Like, follow, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Just hang around. Be part of the conversation. Okay? I curse, though, so if that bothers you, maybe not the show for you. The reason why I just had that little aside is that, like, anything that happens in here that you see people, like, the sky's falling on, it's just a gigantic dick tug, okay? It's a huge dick tug. It doesn't mean anything. The only thing that matters is this area right here. 25.2 to 24.3. If we hold that and put in a higher low above double top, this is a double top, a two top resistance, and we can flip that to support, and we really flip that to support, hold it, then we have a very good chance of taking out these highs and moving higher. Okay? A very good chance. A very good chance. Okay? So this is where you load up. All right? But here's the thing. Here's the other side. Leave you this to contemplate. If we don't, if this breaks, if we get down to the 50 and 200, it's going to be a harder save. If we surrender this, then I would consider this a deviation. And that's my target. Okay? That's how crucial that step is. That's how crucial this area is. If we hold it, you'll see new highs. On God. Meaning here, 37, maybe 40. If we don't hold it, you'll see 17. Write it down. Clip this. I don't give a shit. Throw it back in my face. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. So, until then, dude, like, don't freak out. Have some fun. Watch the charts. Come hang out with me every Monday at 1 p.m. and Thursday at 10 a.m., except for this week because I'll be in Florida. And that's all you got to really worry about. And Ethereum is going to do the same thing. This is the must-hold area for Ethereum. Because if we don't get it, I'll see you back nearest 1,000. Pretty simple stuff, guys. Pretty simple stuff. Yes. Yeah, you're right. No, that would be a good spot for it. Yeah, my outro here. Got a minute. It would be a good spot for it. I just there's so much that we had going for us by doing this. Like this move over the past 2.5 months, really, really cool. Quite frankly, I had a big post. I posted and I was wrong. Where I was like, I don't see it. I think this breaks down from here, and all we do is range 17 to 24 until the next Bitcoin halving, and I was wrong. So, hopefully we don't fall back into that range. But if we do, if we surrender this, it would be a deviation. I'll see you at 17. Zeleny, thank you, man. I appreciate that. All thoughts and prayers are appreciated. Dad's had a rough go, but bringing the whole family down. We're going to hang out, make some memories, do those things. Anyway, be good out there. Be safe. Hit me up in the Telegram.